Howdy Vikings! Hearth and Home is currently in Irongate's crafting queue and is shaping up nicely. But that doesn't mean our Viking-sized appetite for content will be sated with this alone. Oh no, we need much, much more. And following are 12 ideas and suggestions that I have for Valheim going forward. Number 1 is portal costs. I think portals are way too cheap right now, and it would be nice to see a small coin slot on the side where you had to put a couple gold coins in per 100 kilograms you're trying to get through. This is going to stop you from moving mass quantities around, and it'll also use up all of that gold that's just sitting there in your inventory. Number 2. Once a skill hits level 100, you should be able to prestige that skill, reducing the effect of death on that skill by 10%. At prestige 10, you stop losing progress. At prestige 100, you gain a unique ability, moveset, combo, something that just feels really cool, something unique to the weapon. Now with this too, you should lower the amount of weapon XP that it requires for each level, as it would be a little bit of a grind to get up to prestige 100 like that. Alright, so number 3. I know that this one's been talked about a lot, but this is something I really want to see, and that's dedicated servers, even if it's at a monthly cost. I want to see server-side stored characters. I'd like characters to be locked to that server, and I'd like there to be no console on these servers. Also, if you could develop a decent anti-cheat that would make it worth playing, that would just be awesome as well. Number 4. Give me a red bar system, similar to Rust. All I want is to see some progression on repairing my weapon. I feel right now like I can just use it. It just never depicts any form of degradation. If I had a red bar system that would remove the life of that tool, and that I could go to Haldor and pay gold to remove, it would also be a decent gold sink, and it would just kind of make me feel a little bit more immersed and make me feel like I'm using my tools better. Number 5. I would like to see a backpack slot added to the character. Now, this doesn't have to adjust the weight carrying capacity of your character. I only want to see spaces be added to your bag. So I know that we have the card available with 18 slots, but I feel the tier 1 backpack should be 6 slots with a minus 5% movement speed. The tier 2 backpack should be 12 slots with a minus 10% movement speed. And the tier 3 backpack should be 12 slots as well, and also only have the 5% movement speed of the tier 1. Just my 2 cents on the matter. That would be really nice to see. It would also be cool to see a quiver that could be equipped in the same slot. Just maybe give us, I don't know, 10% increased attack speed with bows. You know, something fancy. Let us put a couple hundred arrows in there, stow them away so that they don't have to be sitting in my inventory. Number 6. I want to see a UI change specifically around these hotkeys. I want to be able to reassign these. I don't know about you guys, but 5, 6, 7, and 8 I don't like to reach for. I would very much so like to move those to Z, X, C, and V. Number 7 is something I'd like to see changed with the workbench. While it's fantastic that you can craft stuff instantly, it just doesn't feel immersive and it doesn't feel epic. What I would like to see is that the workbenches started working similar to the forge, where it almost consumes your material and then you have to wait a certain amount of time before it spits out your item. This would be a lot more epic and give you a reason to have more than one workbench. Repairs, however, I think should still be instant. Number 8. Tradable skins on the Steam market. I don't think this game is going anywhere anytime soon. I want my longbow to look really dank, and the additional revenue would help get this unoptimized pile of lock scat into a buttery smooth fish wrap supreme experience. Unity is a powerful engine and can do a lot when optimized properly. But we have a lot of potential here, and our frame rates can go a lot higher. Number 9, being a true Viking, I find the need for more meads. More specifically, I would like an XP boasting mead, something that helps me train my weapons. And I would like to see a mining potion, not necessarily with the extra yield, although that would be nice, but just something that gets the nodes broken a little faster. Number 10, kind of an idea for a late game component would be a craftable hot air balloon. I want it to be very expensive, like several hundred linen threads, several hundred leather scraps. It should consume fuel to run. Now there's 2 options, kind of what I was thinking with this. Either it's going to run the practical sense and run on resin so that it burns, or my personal preference, we make the fuel Grey Dwarf eyes because magic. Number 11, we should add hard mode or elite bosses. You should be able to craft, like, let's say, an iron deer skull by combining a deer skull with some iron, and when you take that down to the summoning altar, you should be able to summon a 2-star Ecthyr. Add the next level up being a fell forged deer skull by combining deer skulls with some black iron. Basically, we could make a system where we can summon infinitely harder bosses. I'm not quite sure what the reward could be for this, but maybe give out better trophies, better items. I don't know. Have some fun with it. This is something that could be added very easily, as it wouldn't require any new boss models, just a little bit of reshading and some stat modification, which is already in the game through the star system. Number 12. After you have defeated Modir, 3-star variants of lesser creatures in the non-plains biomes should be able to spawn. What this means is I should be able to farm 3-star boars and deer without issues. I should be able to get more meat. I shouldn't have to spend so much time roaming the meadows. As we advance in the game, we don't necessarily want to go back and farm out these lower zones. At least I don't. I think it would be fun. Well, there you have it, guys. My 12 things that Valheim needs right now. If you learned something or found yourself entertained, slap that like and hit that sub button. I upload regular Rust and Valheim content, so stay informed. Aside from that, you have yourself a great day. Peace.